Welcome in once again, guys. We're here to feed that Yu-Gi-Oh cardboard addiction, guys. You guys already know we have Dominus Impulse from Rage of the Abyss. We were talking about this card the other day, telling you guys that it's become a seller's market card. You know, just the rush. There's a buying rush dominating the markets, guys, and people are coming for staples, for core set secret staples that people need heading into Nat season formats, guys. We always talk about gap zones here, you know, on the channel, because I believe they're very important. What's a gap zone, Jay? Usually is the time, you know, between the moment that we're talking about a card like today, Dominus Impulse, up until a certain event, a fundamental event, goes on, in this case, Nat season. So again, the gap zone for this card between now and Nat season is the gap zone, which means you can play this again, or from now until the moment this card gets reprinted. So again, when we say it's a seller's market card, is it that in the next 2 to 3 months as we get ready for Nat season, this card is expected to maintain or exceed current valued prices, and that you want to consider selling this before, you know, Nats is over, and then people, you know, the post Nats crash. People, you know, take a break from Yu-Gi-Oh! It's summertime, they go back to their families, or they're just not playing anymore, and then sell pressure comes in, they sell everything, they get ready for the reprints by the 10th season, and this comes fast. Again, these events and these moments come fast, so it's about having the correct thought process of understanding that, wow, Dominus Impulse is a card that is going up, because our next core set, is it an Alliance Insight or Duelist Advance? I don't know. The Dominus, the new Dominus card, Soul of the Dominate, something of the Dominators. Again, that searches a Dominus card. You have that plus the Nats hype, the double whammy is causing this card to, again, as we covered in that last video a couple of days ago, we were talking about this card at around the mid-50s, saying that we expected the card to hit $75 conservatively, and that we surpassed that amount, you know, and right now the card is what, 88 bones with shipping, 15 listings only. Guys, as you can see, you have 4 right here, but after that, the next play set is at 90s, and then it starts going to 95s, and eventually a triple digi card. So again, it's looking very, very likely, guys, we're at all-time highs, we're at price discovery mode, that this card actually reaches $100 soon, triple digis. We'll continue to monitor this one, but again, there's a buying rush right now. These cards are best selling for a reason. You know, they're hot, fresh off the press, just like the channel. These cards are on fire because, again, there's just a frenzy. People need these cards, a buying frenzy. They need to get access to them. They're getting ready for Providence. They're getting ready for Nat season. Understanding and knowing no more ban lists, no more reprints. Of course, these cards could get reprinted in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem right before Nat. Something to definitely consider, you know, especially how Konami has been, you know, like upping the reprint cycle in a way, reprinting cards that would have never seen reprints up until the 10s now in rarity collections or just reprint side sets. You know, the perfect example is Peruia. Peruia got reprinted in Maze of Master. It was a card that came out in Infinite Forbidden, and usually that card, you know, in the old reprint cycle would have gotten reprinted in this year's 10s. But now people has had access, you know, since spring, heading into Nats. Same could happen for these Dominus cards. Now that we know we're getting a new Dominus card, Konami might be like, you know what? Let's reprint the Dominus cards. Purge and Impulse, or reprinting them in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Just something to keep in the back of your brain. No one knows. We're speculating here. No one knows, but definitely something to keep in mind. You know, and the closer we get to Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem, I would unload the risk of owning this card just in case, and then if you need it for Nats and it doesn't get reprinted, you pick it back up. If it gets reprint, then you save money, you save yourself from that eventual crash. But this card, regardless, is best selling right now. What was I saying here? It says warning, setting extreme spikes, guys, flash buyouts going on here. This was just a couple of days ago. What was I saying? Let's listen in. Let's see. Only got single digits. Most people panic sold at 40 50s. 45 50s, 55s, most people. And now the card is back essentially to create a new all-time high. Imagine you could have known that before it happened. Imagine your boy was talking about this weeks ago as the potential possibility, analyzing the charts, and here we are. Here we are, guys. So again, with a card that is just hot, man. Hot, fresh off the press, just like the channel, insanity. So you know what I'd be doing? I'd be selling into this hype, because this is the next engraver. Guys, now we told you to buy at 50s. and now getting close to 110s. I'm selling, man. I'm selling. If this card, look, I'm selling, man. I'm selling. Shout out to the crystal ball, man. There's levels to this, man. There's levels. Yo, shout out to this crystal ball, man. I need a bigger one, man, because our predictions are bigger than this small crystal ball. You imagine that, guys. Hey. What was I saying about this card? Mind you, this was just a couple of days ago. Look, this was right here. Right here. Just 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Your boy was saying, I'd be selling. Essentially, I'd be running for them damn hills. And if you're here in the channel, if you're new, welcome in. You'll know what the hills means. And if you're an OG, you know what it means. That phrase, running for them hills. Man, I wish I might. Told you guys, I'd be selling, man. Go back and watch the entire, yapping that I made, as some people say. We said, guys, I'd be selling. I'd be selling the card. That was a flash spike, a flash buyout. Literally told you the thought process of a card that was 90s to $100s and now flash crashing to $60. $60. $60, guys, right here. Because everyone realized, wait, that's it. I need to sell, man. Card was too high in price. And now, pretty soon, it was just a flash spike because of the new support. But then people realized, damn, this thing is 90, almost $100. $100 in my pocket, a pop. Shit. Yo, Billy, let me get 300. You know what? I'm gonna give you a deal, bro. Let me get 250. You got 250, man. You my boy, Billy Bob. Guys, and the card is back down to 60s. Again, the support rush is done for. Now it's practicability. Who needs it for Blue Eyes Primite heading into Nats? No more banners to worry about. Reprint is coming very, very soon. Again, now we're heading into May. And then, a month and some change, and then a month, and then a couple of weeks, and then people are going to have this card. Like we said in that video, yes, it might get short printed. Something to consider. So this one can retain value in the sense of not being like a Fuwalos that went down to 15s, for the reprint and stuff like that. Now if the tins come and then it also gets a prismatic secret, I think that's when you see the real crash of all prints of this card. But still, it's still too high compared. We said we expect at least, in the 30s, probably into the 20s. Once this card gets reprinted. So again, now is when people. Now this was the trigger. This is the rebound that we were talking about, guys. Because we always say it in the channel, man. We always say it in the channel. Nothing goes down in a straight line. Or nothing goes up in a straight line or down in a straight line. For the most part, you do have parabolic advances and parabolic moves. But you can even see here the little stair steps. Little bitty retracements. And then again like this, because here they look tiny on the 6 month, but on the 3 month you can see, they were considerable move, $10-15 moves at time on the way up. But guys, we identified the booty shape recovery here, telling you guys to buy. And now, you had the rebound, told you guys to sell. And now again, this is what's expected, guys. Nothing goes up in a straight line. We always expect rebounds. Just like what happened with Engraver, like we said. And then this card is going to crash down. Look, you had a parabolic advance move at the top right here. And then you get the retracement, right? The initial, parabolic advance move is over with. You get the booty shape into the rebound like we expected right now. And then, but again, it's just a lower high. If you connect these dots right here, you have a high right here. And you have a lower high right here. The trend is your friend until then. You know what we expect? A retest of these lows. That's going to be the key. Damn, these lines, a retest of those lows, and then it might rebound again, and then boom, eventually this is what I want you guys to understand. And when we were telling you guys to sell a couple of days ago, when you get the rebound, you sell. Like, it's all about the grind and dedicating time to your craft. There's people here, they don't care about this, maybe, and that's fine. There's people here, Jay, I just want to save money and buy cheap. That's fine, to each their own. But if you're into the craft and you're really like, yo, I want to invest, I want to sell at the right time, I want to buy at the right time. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. It's all in the charts, and you want to be fading these moves. You want to be selling up here is where you want to be selling. Want to be, guys, this is what we do. We're educating the Yu-Gi-Oh masses, the Yugi-verse here. Guys, you can't make this stuff up. If you can relate to that, guys, make sure you subscribe. Ring that subscribe bell, ring that notification bell, and make sure you like the video on the way in, because we're doing it different, man. We do. Look, guys, this is the move that you want to be paying attention to, you know, and that you want to avoid. You want to avoid the crash, the falling knife mode. And I imagine if you're new here listening to all this, like, what is this guy talking about? Just stick around, you know, it'll all start making sense. Again, you want to sell up here. Yeah, maybe you missed the top. It's hard to catch tops. But after that, analyzing these patterns, you can measure these rebounds that we were always talking about, because nothing goes up in a straight line or down in a straight line usually. So here we are, guys. Right now, we're still up here. We're still up here. Right now, we're still in the zone. You can still sell. I mean, for the long term, sure, could the card rebound again and things, anything is possible. But again, it's a seller's market card. We told you a couple of days ago, and even now, you don't want to let the $60 card become 30s, 35s on you, you know, in a month and some change. All that purchasing power vanishing from the markets, guys. Again, it's all about learning, because there's a bunch of examples, you know, that look like charts like these. You want to make sure you learn. Look, this is a naked chart. No one pays attention to these charts in the Yugi-verse, in the Market Watch verse, in you know, or even other card games. People just take this for granted. They don't analyze volume. They don't analyze booty shape recoveries. They don't know. They don't know, and that's fine. You know, in a way, if you're not educated, then you just don't know what you don't know, right? But it's on us. It's our responsibility to get educated on these charts, because we see it time and time again. They're just patterns, and again, they're not perfect, but it's all about math and probabilities, and they give you the best shot. And you live with that. You live with those results. But you're not willy-nilly out here just, oh, I'm just buying it because it's going up. And, you know, and the 80s, 90s is going to be 150. And they don't even know, man. They don't. You have to analyze the data, the evidence, the math. That's why we do it different, guys. Volume, charts, indicators. Game is truly that easy, guys. So, again, maybe there's a little rebound back up to 65, 70s. You know, back here, but I'd be a seller, man. I'd be a seller. Not to say that the card can't go up again, you know, but again, it's just that mindset. The closer we get to the reprint, the more the card is going to crash, and it'll be like an engraver. It'll be like an engraver. Look, if I pull up engraver right here, engraver, the OG. Look at that. Let's pull up the OG here real quick. Look at this card. Look at this card. Look at this. Of course, people didn't know that the card was getting reprinted in Rarity Collection 4 and Stampede, just like now we know loads. But again, look, this card was here at around 50 bucks. 50 bucks right here. It was always 50s. Right now, loads are 60s, 50s, 60s. That's where it was. You know, 50, 60 bucks. And of course, like we said, Engraver got a Rarity Collection print. You know, loads are just getting the Battles of Legend print, so it'll be more scarce than Engraver. But still, it's just the mindset, understanding the process of what's coming. Is that a crash is coming for load? How low is going to go and things of that nature? We'll analyze it then, but it's coming. People are going to lose so much purchasing power. So again, unless you're playing this card, I'd be selling it. Look at that. Card was 50s, and you wake up today and it's $8, man. Of course, am I saying that loads are going as low? No, probably not. But can load be 20s, 25s, 30s? Definitely possible. So again, you don't want to, you know, what to load, what happened to Engraver to happen to load. You don't want to do that. You don't want to leave 50% value on the table. You do as you must, guys. We have to learn from historical precedents. You guys already know. Guys, just wanted to shout out to the community, guys. We just broke our previous record by like 800 views. It's wild, guys. Insane. I don't think I've ever had a video with 40 plus subscribers. Maybe like the early days video, like when it exploded at first or whatever. But it's insane, guys. And don't let the smiley face come for you. Almost 800 hours, guys. Insane. I don't think I've ever had a 1,000 hour video. That's insane, man. But you know, we continue to grow, and I just want to thank you guys for being here, for finding value in what I do. I always like to share these, you know, in between cards or whatever, just to share these, you know, as we grow, just about the journey. And it's insane, man. It's insane, you know, that we continue to grow, that we're continuing, you know, to convert Billy Bobs. That's our purpose here, you know, to positively impact people's lives. And, you know, it's exciting, man. It's exciting to see the growth, you know, that we've come to expect in the sense of the grind and the work that we put in on a daily basis. But it's all thanks to you guys watching and finding value in what we do. So I'm just thankful, wanted to take a couple of seconds here, a minute, to say thank you. You know, as we continue to grow, break records, you know, 6,000 people. Wow, views. That's an all-time high. The channel's going parabolic, just like that load chart, man. You guys already know. Link in the description down below, guys. Make sure you use this fast tracker right here so you can track these cards fast. Don't miss out. You know, all the cards that we're going to be talking about today, they're best selling for a reason. And if you want exposure to some of these, then look, we've seen the buying rush coming in, little bit of a tad retracement here. If you need any of these, track these down below and you can make your purchases right from then and there at your convenience. Guys, yo, the giveaways tomorrow, guys, insane. The giveaway for a Starlight Rare and a Ghost Rare, shout out to Chavez and Franco, you know, is tomorrow on the Discord, guys. What are you waiting for? Only 150's here? I thought we would be at 200 by now. Insane. Like, where else do you get giveaways like these, man? Starlight Rares and Ghost Rares? Where else, man? All you have to come in here is make sure you come to the Discord, you know, read the server rules, come to the giveaway channel, one click, you're in. That's it, man. Shout out to all the new people in the Discord. Make sure you check out the general channel as well. That thing is always popping off. Don't miss out, man. Don't miss out. This is your last warning, your last chance. Last chance. It's tomorrow. You know, I'll probably remind you guys, but that's about it, man. So don't miss out. Swing by on X. You guys are destroying the giveaway. First link, is it the first one? One of the links in the description down below. Come participate in our X giveaway. If you have it, just a couple of clicks, man. Usually I'm a lazy person, but if it's for free cardboard, oh, I'm clicking, man. You have to come in here, first follow, then like, then retweet. Make sure you come over here on X. We're giving away these 3 cards. Shout out to Andrew and Mr. Chavez. Insane, the community. Ghost Rares, man. Insane. We continue to give back and continue to grow. And it's all thanks to you guys. And if you want a Billy Bob, link in the description down below. Come to the link tree. Treat yourself right here. You guys already know. Before we get into the cardboard, guys, to my knowledge, in the Discord, people haven't, you know, these 2 winning people haven't reached back out. So again, if the live stream comes, we're going to re-roll the giveaway, guys. We're going to re-roll the giveaway again. So I leave a comment. I'm going to take it from this video's comment. And that's it. If you're here right now, you're listening, it's just a re-roll. You know, you leave a comment down below. Dominus Purge and place at the Starlight Jet and the Blue Eyes. All 3 of these will be given away, guys. So again, we're going to have to re-roll if people don't reach out, man. Got to reach out through the Discord. You know, hey, if you go in the Discord and you know, you reached out, but I don't see the message, just go in general. Reach out to one of the moderators. Be like, yo, I won the 8.5K giveaway. I'm here for my prize. This is the last chance because it's been like a week. You know, if you're one of the 3 winners, you know, one of them already reached out. You want to make sure the other 2 reach out, because if the live stream comes tomorrow, your boy's going to be re-rolling that bad boy giveaway. You know, the 8.5K giveaway. We need to move on and move forward because, look, we have too many giveaways. Look at this, man. I have a 9K giveaway on the way. Look at that. Dice, shout out to Imperium Duelist, Structure Decks, Blue Eyes, and then we have 2 Starlight Rares for 1 lucky winner. Insane, guys, what we're doing here, but more details in that soon. So if you win a giveaway, reach out, man, so you can get your prize. We have 7th Tachyon from Mesa Master, guys. This card, no one's talking about this card anymore. No one. I don't hear people talking about it. No one, you know, just no demand for it in a way. You know, it has value, obviously, because it's the chase card of Mesa the Master. So again, this is a perfect card to be buying right now, in the sense, not that it can't go lower, but Yugioh getting support, you know, with Star Yugioh. And again, look, if you ever want to buy a card heading into a new set where it could potentially be reused again with the new support, excuse me, you come here to the chart. This is the 3-month chart. More art class with J right here. And again, this is shaping up to be what we call here in the channel that you guys know, booty shape recoveries. Double bottoms. W-shaped recovery is the correct term here. Look, you have bottom number 1, bottom number 2. You have bottom number 1 right here, bottom number 2. You can see, boom, bottom number 1, booty cheek right there, number 2. And then, guys, this is what we call the double bottom, the W shape, the booty shape recovery formation here, guys. Again, like we always say, you have to wait for it to be confirmed. It has to surpass the previous pivot high right here. In this case, at around let's say 65. Say 65s right here. You draw that line. That's what it needs to surpass. So if you start to see a recovery, as we actually expect for this card, you know, you see this price right here, 65. That's the first thought. If it surpasses that, then we're going to probably revisit the previous all-time highs, guys. Because this is an accumulation, you know, a consolidation phase, you know, before that next move up into Alliance Insight post-Star Rizio release. So again, all these squiggly lines, man, make sure you pay attention. It's seeming very, very likely that this card is double bottoming here, guys. Look at that. Look at that. You see this consolidation here, even though it's just a tad bit. It's just people realizing that we're coming in. We're double bottoming right here. So again, this card right now is 55 bones, 58 listings. If you need this card, you can get it at around 50s. That's great. Don't let me come back and do a fresh off the flashback on this card. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, man. Sure, could the card go down to 50s, maybe into the 40s, high 40s? Anything is possible. But right now, based on chart action, chart formation, you know, we're starting to see that this card, excuse me, is potentially double bottoming. Potentially double bottoming, guys. You don't want to miss out. Excuse me, guys. Potentially double bottoming. We're making the claim now, before it happens. Before it happens. Is it guaranteed? No. Nothing is guaranteed. We're using math, charts, probabilities to our advantages. I always knew that math class in high school was going to be good for something in my life. Probabilities and, you know, numbers and data, evidence, stats, and all that. Finally, it's paying off, guys, here. Double bottom for this card. Don't forget about it. It's going to be getting harder and harder to get, man. Who's cracking open Maze of the Master? Which, honestly, I think it's a great box, around 50 bucks. You know, makes me want to pick it up, man. You know, if vendors have these boxes at Providence, and they have it there, you know, I might get one, man, around 50 bucks. Might get one on the spot just to, you know, feed that addiction. Because, you know, there's great CRs and great cards in there, of course, especially at that price. But, yeah, man, what do you guys think about this one? I think 50, like me, let's say, yo, I'm building Rizio again. I took a break from Yugioh and coming back, or I went to Malice, but I want to play Rizio again, and this and that and the third. I'd be picking this up right now. At 55 bones, I would be getting exposure right now. You guys already know. Then we have Dominus Purge, the other Dominus card from the Infinite Forbidden. You know, recently hit highs of 57 to 60s. And right now, I don't know why this is still there. Like, these are just those listings that stay stuck here, essentially. So right now, this is still a $54 card, guys. As we can see here, okay. Right here is 54, 55s. You do have a couple of play sets coming in, a couple of deals. People wanted to sell this card just in case it gets reprinted in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem as well. But again, it quickly goes to 60s at the bottom of the page. Only 2 pages only. This listing doesn't count, so there's 14 listings only. Again, there's a buying rush because Dominus cards are going to be searchable now, if I'm not mistaken. And again, people just need these cards. Excuse me, guys. People need them. People need them. They're getting ready for their events, for Nats. This market is going to go insane. I'm super excited. I'm super stoked. Heading into May, heading into June. You know, just like summer, the market is going to get hot, and we're going to be here to cover this for you. So make sure you subscribe, ring that bell. But Dominus Purge, man, it's a card that is still needed. People still need to play this card. The meta is going to be morphing soon. And, you know, Dominus cards aren't going anywhere. If Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem wouldn't be coming around the corner, potentially reprinting these cards, you know, I'd be saying buy this card. These could reach, and it could still reach, you know, 70, 75 bucks for Purge. Definitely possible. Or even higher prices. But, you know, as we get closer, I still think this card goes up heading into Battles of Legend, just in case, because we still have a month and some change for that set to come out. But again, the demand is here, the rush is here. People are buying this card up, the secret rare, and if it's to play, honestly, I'd be buying it. If it's to play, you know, I'd be buying it, just in case. And then I would be selling like a month from now, heading into Battles of Legend, Monster Mayhem, just in case the card would get reprinted. Then we have Mo Charming Meows, man. We have the Mo Charming cards, of course. We're always talking about Fualos, and we're going to touch base on it right here as well, just to talk about the triple Mo Charmings right here. And we have Peruia as well. So again, let me just put Peruia right, organize this here. So again, we have Meows, Mo Charming Meows. Again, this card, we were talking about it at 38s, man. Insane. Telling people buy. telling people buy. Hey, the people that watch every single day, they have that advantage. You know, if you missed a video here or there, then again, and now you need this card, instead of buying at 38s or 43s, the card is still holding 65s. I mean, let's clean this up janitor style, man. Let's see. These listings are a mess. There we go. So the card is what, 66.50? You know, a couple of ones and two ofs, and then the card pushes the 70s, 3 pages only, 30 listings. So again, in the short term, wouldn't be surprised to see this card at 75 bones. Because again, more charming meows, man. People getting ready. Not just for this Gap Zone format, but heading into Alliance Insight. You know how everything changes and the meta decks changes, and a lot of new support coming out for many different decks. Meows all of a sudden going from a card that isn't maybe not even played to the side deck, maybe now going from side deck to maybe even main deck into certain matchups, you know, or certain heading into the new format essentially, guys. So yeah, Secret Rare came from Supreme Darkness from Suda, just came out essentially, so not getting reprinted anytime soon, or shouldn't get reprinted anytime soon. So again, that's why we're telling you guys to pick it back, you know, pick it up here. And now it's up here. You know, if you need it, you're gonna have to pay a premium, but it is what it is. 75s wouldn't be surprising in the short term for this card. Then we have more Charm Peruia. Again, for Peruia, it's insane to me that this ultra rare is holding like around $50. You know, post tax, you see Walls of China, but this is around $50, bro. The ultra, 29 listings, 3 pages only. Is because people don't care about the rarity right now. They just need access to the card. They don't care about the rarity. They just don't care about the rarity, guys. Let me just close these. They don't care about no rarity. They don't care about nothing, none of that. They need to have the card inside their decks. The card just gets better heading into Alliance Insight. People are gonna need it for Nats, and it's insane. You know, again, this card is at this price. An ultra rare from Maze of the Master, and you know, here we are, man. Here we are. You know, shout out to Rogue Hero, the new market watcher. Nah, just kidding. That's my guy right there. You know, he told you guys to pick these up at 30s. I second that, you know, based on the charts when we collabed. What is now what, close to 2 weeks ago? It's crazy how time passes by. And immediately after he talked about the card, you know, he caused the buyout. That's my guy, man. That's Rogue, man. All fun and games. You know, hopefully, you know, he'll be back on the channel very, very soon. So stay tuned, guys. But again, Peruia, Mo Charming Peruia from Maze of the Master. You know, this card is spiking up in price. So if you need it, is high in demand right now. It's kind of expensive. You know, I could see this ultra retracing back down to at least 40s. You know, but it is what it is. The demand is keeping this card up. We'll continue to monitor this when it continues to be best selling. But yeah, we do have the secret rare. So again, when you have ultras at 50s, let's say, and you have secret rare first ed at 55s, y'all need to stop. Usually I'm one that I don't really, you know, core set, secret, first ed, yeah, who cares? Most people like it, you know, I don't really mind. But when it's actually a rarity bump and it's just a $5 difference, there's no way. You know what? Look at that. Where's my guy? You know, he's coming through. Where's my guy over here? Where's my guy with the glasses? You know, they call him Billy Beans for a reason. Billy Bob right here. If you're buying ultra rare Perulias right now, you look like this. And it's all funs and games, jokes, guys. Okay, you know, when we do these jokes, it's not to be meant to be derogatory. It's just funsies, man. It's funsies. It's Billy Bob in town, man. You gotta look fly with the hair and the glasses and the chain, my man. If he's buying ultra Perulias, he's like, Jay, I'm on a budget. I'm buying the lower rarity right now. What Billy ain't realizing is that the secret rare OG right here is just a $5 bump, mind you. There's 2 right here, another one. So again, there's a couple here in the mid 50s. No way. This card has no business being $55 compared when you have an ultra at 50 bones. No way, no how. So again, what do we expect for this version? 75 bones. Don't be surprised if you wake up one day and this card is up 20 to 25 bucks from these current prices. A $20 bill a pop, people needing a play said they're going to be paying an extra $60 for the same card in the short term. Because again, there has to be a gap between rarities. You can't have CR Perulia be at 50 bucks just like the Ultra. You know what I mean? You can't have the first LOG secret rare rarity bump be at 50, 55 bucks just like the Ultra. You know what I mean? You mean what I know? You just can't. There has to be a gap between rarities. Sometimes people just don't notice. They don't pay attention. But there has to be a gap, and that's going to be playing out very, very soon in the short term, guys. That's what's expected for this card. So, honestly, if you need Peruia, this is the best buy right now. Right now. Even over the CRs. The CRs are 70, 75s already. That's an extra 20 bones. You know, but right now, because the ultra rares already essentially at 50s, this is the best version of Peruia. If you're coming in to buy, this is what I'd be buying right now. Let's say I couldn't buy at 30s. I missed out the ultras, whatever. Okay, I'm Peruia less. I'm picking up these right now at 55s. That's what I'm doing. Maybe 150, you know, at a locals, whatever, get a deal. That's what I'd be looking for right now, because this card could easily be 75s or maybe even go back to all-time highs, man. If the Peruia hype actually comes in, we're going to be doing a fresh off the flashback off this one, because the game is that easy, man. The game is that easy. And then we have Mo Charming for Wallows. Again, we're always talking about this card. Just talked about this card yesterday, so not going to talk too much about it. But just to stay on that Mo Charming train, secret rare, like we said yesterday, we say today, don't take this card for granted. Don't take this card for granted. If you can come in here and just get a Fuwalos at $20, clean secret rare, which we said all along that we were going to be able to buy this card at around these prices. Don't take these prices for granted. Just don't do that. Don't do that. You come in here at around 20 bones and you get exposure. Maybe locally a deal, $50 for a playset. But if not, you come in a $20 bill a pop. Don't let this card be 40 to 50s heading into Nats. Don't do that. Don't do that. I just bought 4 Stampede packs, just loose packs to open with Wifey. Shout out to Wifey. Wifey pulled this card. You know, the 4 packs cost $20. We also got like a Metamorphosis and a couple extra cards. So I pulled like $30 out of 20. I'm happy, but that's current value. Again, this one card is gonna probably be at least 40s heading into Nats, a 2x play. So again, if I pull these, which I don't crack too many packs open, unless it's like for the funsies or whatever. If I pull these or trade for these, I'm holding on until Nats. Literally. I have like 6 Fuwalos, pulled 2, picked up a couple more, and bought 2 more. By the time Nat, I'm gonna at least have an R9 of these, at least. I'm gonna be taking these to Nats. Hopefully they're gonna be 40s by then, because people are gonna still need them even post Nat season. You're gonna want to have access to this card until maybe the 10 reprint season, maybe. You know, if it gets a prismatic secret. But these will be long gone by then. But the whole point is, Jay, I don't care. I don't vend. I'm not an investor. That's fine. You don't want to be paying a premium down the line. You don't want to be that guy that you took this for granted. Whatever. And then you come back and you're paying 30s and 40s. We don't do that here. We're here. We're early. Make sure you have access to your Mo Charmies, guys, as we head into this competitive Nat season. A lot of people going to regionals, to YCSs, trying to get their invites. Guys, do as you must. Then we have triple T's, triple tactics thrust. We're talking about, you know, the secrets and the ultras and the PURs and the PCRs and the PSRs. Stampede in 5. Hey, I saw the Lakers, man. Hey, Lakers, yo, they won. Hey, good game, man. Exciting series, man. I love Ant-Man, man. He's my favorite basketball player, you know, but I also want the Lakers to win, so I'm torn. But it'll be what it'll be. Guys, we have triple T's, triple tactics thrust. Again, QCSR. Card was 40s when we were telling you guys to pick it up. Right now it's 62s, and after a couple, this card starts heating up. There's a rush coming in for this card because this is the new talents, in the sense, you know, that people need this. People playing this. Some people even main decking this card at 3s, guys. So again, quarter century is just a matter of time before the $62 card is 75s and beyond. Would not be surprised if we see 80s, 90s, maybe even triple digits for this card, guys. It's the quarter century secret rare. You know, to me, the max rarity is the OT. The OTS pack, but it is what it is. You know, I expect this card to go up in price. Would not be surprised to wake up one day and see this card up, you know, $40 a pop. It's a lot, guys. Wouldn't be surprised. So if you're into matching rarities, this is the one you want. Hopefully you listen to 40s, but 60s, it is kind of a steep premium to pay, but it might be a great price compared to future prices. Definitely one that you should consider. We have a Bawa Q. Again, we were telling you guys pick these up at 20 bones. Here's my place. Got a place right here in the binder. you know, that I'm gonna be moving at Providence, but we need this card to go up in price. You know, guys, look at this. Look how beautiful this is. This is what you call exposure. Literally, this is what you call exposure. I don't have an R09, but also I don't have just one. Went to YCS Houston, and your boy picked up just a beautiful playset of a bow accused. Beautiful playset of a bow accused. Right here. Right here. Look, beautiful. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This card is great. 20 bucks. This was 60 bucks put in. And right now, this secret rare, you come in here, you're getting that bounce off the lows. When we were telling you guys pick it up at 20s, I was picking it up at 20s, as you can see here. You know, and the card is what, 27s, man? And pretty soon you see an R08. This card is going to be 30 bones. And then hopefully by the time we hit Providence in a week or whatever the event is, week and some change, card is going to be 35, 40s. You know, that's the goal. That's the goal. We can find some Billy Bob. You know, hey, it's not my fault if someone is not educated and they don't know their prices, in the sense that they don't stay in tune, you know, and they don't pick it up when they should have at 20 bucks. And then, you know, people are going to always need cards regardless of price. If this card is 50 bucks, there's going to still be people out there needing it. Once it's 50, and you're going to still see people buying it at those prices. There's going to always be a seller. There's going to always be a buyer. It's all about being, you know, buying at the right time and getting in early for a card that is broken, and it just gets better heading into this new post-alliance format, as we've been telling you guys. So again, big picture, this card is still at a great price. This card can 2x from here. No one would be surprised if this card is 50 bucks one day. No one. You know, people are going to be like, damn, yeah, it is. It's a great card. I mean, we all need it. Of course, meta relevant extra deck staple, secret rare core set, secret rare, you know, sure, I need it. Yeah, 50 bucks, that sounds about right. Yo, that's literally the thought process of people. So you know me, I'll have it. I'll be like, yeah, you're right. You're right, Billy. Hold on, hold my beer. Hold this card for me, man. Let me get a 50 piece. Let me get a $50 bill, man. The game is truly that easy, guys. So again, don't let me come back, show you this card at 40 to 50 bones. Don't do that. If you need this card, you're getting ready for the new format, you're already paying a $5, $6 premium, $7 premium. Don't pay a $15, $20 premium on this card. There's definitely one to keep in mind, because it's best selling, man. It is a best selling. There's a rush for this card. The demand is coming in. You see the volume candles are larger here than here, you know, so just like we saw, man. It's like we have access to a crystal ball. You can't make this stuff up. Then we have the Malice cards. Malice P White Rabbit and Malice in Underground, guys, as we can see here. Malice White Rabbit here used to be in the teens to about $20 bill, and now it's bumping back up to 23s, and eventually it goes to 25s and beyond. 67 listings. So again, these ultra rares are hard to get from crossover breakers. If you need this card, no reason for you not to pick it up right now. No reason. Yes, Jay, but it got hit, but this and that and the third. Hey, people still need their copies. And I believe the time of people selling their extra copy is over with now, post-ban list. So again, now is when you want exposure to this card. At around 22s, 23s, anything between 20s and 25s, that's your range. You get exposure to this card. Because this card could be, you know, you could wake up one day and see it at 35, 40s, and no one's going to be surprised. Just keep it in mind. Malice gets way better with their new support. You want to make sure you get exposure to this card. If you're building the deck, again, if this is the deck you're going to play, you don't want to wait too long. You don't want this card to be 30 pluses on you. Something to keep in mind. Same as Malice in Underground, the field spell, you know, went down into the teens. Right now it's a $20 bill. This is it right here. A flat 20. You'd be like, yo, let me get this. Flat 20 right here. You're buying closer to the lows than to the highs. So again, I think this card will retest these 3-month highs at around 30s. So again, beautiful playset right there at 20s. Don't let this card be mid-20s, be 30s down the line. Do as you must, especially if you plan on playing the deck post-alliance insight. Then we have Imseti Glory of Horus, guys. Again, this card continues to be best-selling, hot, fresh off the press, just like the channel. After the card was 20s, we said, guys, post-ban list, if you need the card, pick it up. Now the card, it says 28s, but we're at $33, guys. Is this being played with Orcus soon or something? What deck plays this card? You know, right now, what deck is playing Imseti? I'm curious, honestly. But yeah, 33 bucks right now. You need to pay $100 for a playset of these, but after a couple, card goes to 40s. One page only, 8 listings, single-digit listings. So guys, where's my guy? Where's my guy right here? Mr. Clean is at it. Mr. Clean is at it. Leaving this card with only one page, single digit listings, guys. Spike surges, demand, hype around Imsetties, because now we don't know if and when this card is getting reprinted. Battles of Legend would be a great time to reprint this card and Chaos Angel, which we're gonna talk about it in just a moment. But Mr. Clean, he don't care. He's coming to work on the daily, doing his job right here for the Prismatic Secret. That could pretty quickly be a 40-piece, $40 card, 2x from the lows. The game is truly that easy. Guys, link in the description down below. Come over here, join the Discord, treat yourself. If you want a Billy Bob, you're interested in sessions, there's the details right there, and joining the team as well. And again, guys, we have a $15 discount code right here from Whatnot. Make sure you check out these great tools, links, and resources. And guys, none of this content is official financial advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. Do not forget, we're celebrating at 9K our giveaway. 1 lucky winner is winning all of this, guys. 2 Starlight Rares, 3 structured decks, you name it, man. Everything is going to 1 lucky winner. You want to be you receiving this package in your mailbox. All you have to do is subscribe, ring that bell, like the video on the way in, so you can get exposure to this giveaway. Guys, we have Chaos Angel again, card spiked up crazy from $25 post balance now to a 40-piece. After a couple, it goes to 55s and then Gonzo at 60s. 1 page only as well, 8 listings. So Mr. Clean is back at it. Insane. Like, why wouldn't they give this a Stampede tree? I just don't get it, man. Don't get it. This card better come in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. They best do us right, at least in that set, guys, so they can use these cards to sell that set, hopefully, because this card is getting ridiculous. You know, if you need it at 40s, paying a premium compared to 25s, but this $40 card could easily go up 20 bucks from here and become 60 bones. Insanity. Do as you must. Card is hot. Card is best selling. There's a buying rush going on, as you can clearly see with most of these cards. Chaos Angel, man. People need it for their extra decks. The card is broken. You know, I will not lie. The card is broken. You know? Excuse me, guys. You have to give credit where credit is due. And the card is just, the utility is high. It is easy to make. You know, it's broken. Has great effects. And it's scarce. You know? Because these prismatics, they were hard. They had terrible pull rates. They were hard to pull, especially for these extra deck staples like this. Yeah, here we are, man. We have Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Again, people getting ready to play White Forest Azamina. Starting to see the volume candles come in, guys. You know, the card is still around 30 bones, 43 listings, 5 pages only, but sometimes it's all about the signs. It's all about the signs, and you're starting to see the volume pick up compared to previous volume candles. So don't let this $30 card be 40 to 50s. Don't do that. The potential's there. If it happens or not, we can't control that, but we want to give ourselves the best shot. Don't let this card reach 35s, then 40 bucks, and then 45s, and then 50s. You want to make sure, especially if it's to play. If you need this card, if you're playing it post Alliance Insight, 30 bucks, not bad. You come in maybe post tax. You need a play set at 100, not bad, because the card quickly at the bottom of the page goes to mid 30s already. Quickly, guys. So don't miss out on these deals. Take advantage of this card while people are not looking at it before it truly goes up in price. Then we have the Black Goat Laughs. This card is laughing at people. You know, it was 23s, went up to 30s. Now we're at 26s, 27s, 2 pages only, 17 listings. Quickly reclaims the $30 mark and plus, guys, right here. So Secret Rare from Phantom Nightmare, still hard to get, is another one that could get reprinted in Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem. Then if not, we expect this to have a 10 reprint. Of course, Konami can't reprint every card, you know, especially in the upcoming Battles of Legend set. They need to leave cards for the 10s. We understand. But the best-selling cards, though, come on now. You got to throw these in there, Konami. People need them. People need them. We have Elzette of the White Forest. We were talking about this card hitting 40s very, very recently, as expected, because we were covering this booty-shaped recovery, guys. Double bottom W shape pattern right here, guys, at 25s. And the card hit 40s recently. Again, you always see deals. People come in. They're like, yo, I have a $40 card. Let me list it. And then the sell pressure comes in. And you have a couple here at what, 37s with shipping. So again, pretty close to 40. But if I would need this card right now, I'd be picking it up, especially if it's to play, because you don't want to be paying a 50-piece wings on this one. You don't. 3 pages only, 29 listings. The demand is still here as the card moves up in price. Guys, it's a clean secret rare. You want to get exposure to this card. You do not want to forget about this one. White Forest Azamina getting hype, getting new support. You want to make sure you get exposure before the masses come in. 25s was perfect. Now around 35s, 37s, you do as you must, especially if you need to play the card. And then we have Fire King Courtier Okanix. This Fire King card continues to spike up in price. You know, you see here is around 27s. After that playset is 31s. And then it's 40s at the bottom of the page. 2 pages, only 12 listings. Again, hype is here, man. People actually playing Fire King out there, you know, and people believe this is a great deck, has certain great matchups. You know, people feel like the format is going to be wide open. Post Alliance Insight, people making their bets. And this card, you know, is pushing about 30s. Crazy. You do have a couple of playsets before then. Eventually, you have an R9 here at around 30, 31s before the card does reach 40s. And beyond. Then we have Bissio Jewels Swarm, still a best-selling card, even though it's at 1. You know, I mean, even though people have extras, people still need their Bissio package. They're playing one of these, one Magnamod, triple ball Drakes, and or Lubellis. So again, people still need their one-ups, you know. Card was 12, 13s, coming back up to 15, 16s. But now you see a couple here under the $14 mark. Again, and if you need your one-up, 55 listings, 6 pages only, you know, I'd get it, especially if it's to play. You don't want to see this one-up do what Magnamud did, that, you know, once it got hit to 1, card went down, got destroyed. If you go to the yearly chart, card was, you know, around 2s forever. And look at this parabolic move, insanity. What a yearly chart for this Magnamud, still at 1. So again, you don't want this card at a 1-of, you to come to the yearly, see this massive retracement, and then eventually see a rebound as expected for this card. So if you need the card, anything under 15s is sweet, you know, for your 1-of. Don't miss out, just in case this card reclaims higher prices in the future. We have the Bissio Lubelli. Again, same deal. This tin card, massive W-shape recovery that we talked about in the last time we touched base on this one. It says 2750s right here, and this is where we're at, guys. Again, if we clean this up here real quick, we see 32 listings, a lot of 1-ofs. Playsets are at 28s. You know, that's where you see a couple playsets eventually. This is going to be 30 plus, 4 pages only. So, yeah, look at this largest 3-month volume candle in the last 90 days. Occurred, you know, early this month, about a couple of weeks ago. So that's pushing the card's price up. You need, hey, people that play Lubelli, usually they need multiples, guys. So again, the volume is there. Who knows if and when this card gets reprinted. So definitely keep this one in mind. Then you obviously have the Cashier Package right now, hot, fresh off the press. People just need it. Cashier Fenrir and Cashier Unicorn. Fenrir, you know, stabilizing off the highs, you know, with some deals at around 15s, but it quickly continues going up, and we still expect this card to be conservatively at $20 bill, a pop, and eventually 25 to 30s is in play as the higher end targets for this card before it potentially gets a reprint. So make sure you keep this in mind. Then we have Cashier Unicorn. Again, this one chart is dead. Now we go to the yearly, you know, just spiked up. Right now, same deals at around 17s. People just need this card. This card, it is broken right now in this format, and it's at an all-time high. Insanity. What a beautiful yearly chart. Wow. Insane right now. Wow, almost the largest yearly candle happened almost here. It's probably second largest volume candle in the last year for this card. Just straight insanity, as people need this. Even I need this. You know, I'm looking to play a Cashier Odeon during, you know, for the foreseeable future. And then about a month in, I'll probably get rid of these just in case Battles of Legend Monster Mayhem gets reprinted. If not, I'll pick it back up and we go on from there, heading into Nats season. Then we have Infinite Impermanence. Don't forget about this little itty bitty comment, guys. I'm telling you, card is still around 3 and some change, you know, right here. Don't forget, you see these walls, you take advantage of these walls. That's the only thing I'm gonna say. You're 48 minutes, 49 minutes in. Don't take Infinite Impermanence comments for granted. Don't do that. You come in and you get as many of these as you can. Because when are we getting this card reprinted? Let's be real. And the demand for imperms, especially heading into Nat season, it'll get bonkers. I would not be surprised to see a 2x right here. So if you put in $50, you're going to get $100 in a month or two. If you put in $100, you're going to get $200. If you put in $500, you're going to get a G. Damn, that's kind of hard. It's going to be hard to move all them imperms. But guys, you guys get the gist of it. You want to be these walls of China. You want to be them. You want to get as many of these imperms as you can, because these walls are going to get gobbled up. It's going to be a $4 to $5 card soon and eventually beyond. Don't take imperms for granted. I'm trying to get as many of these as I can, picking these up via trade, just getting a bunch of imperms left and right. You know, $10 a playset. $10 here, $10 there, $10 there. And then when you realize that you have a stack of imperms and then the 2Xs, and you're going to be a happy camper. This is the easiest money to make in Yu-Gi-Oh! Literally, just buy imperms. The staples of staples. Even above Ash. The game is truly that easy, boys. And we have Mitsubi cards, Mitsubi Ritual here. Continues to crash down into the high 20s. But that's good. If you need the card, you know, you buy around 25 is that ideal price. You know, this card has continued crashing down. But I still think it's going to reclaim the $30 mark soon and beyond. So again, if you're hyped about Mitsurugi and you want to play this engine with the broken new support coming in Alliance Insight, you definitely want to get exposure to this card. Same as Amy, no, yes, maybe so. Murakumo, yes, no. Mitsubi. Guys, this card, this ultra rare, was $2, went up to $9-10. Now it's at $6.50. So again, this is what you want to buy. You want to buy the retracement back down to the mean. People taking profits. You know, hopefully $5 would be great for you guys. You know, you buy at around that price if you're going to play this deck. Because we all know you didn't FOMO in at the top. We know better, right? We truly know better. Then we have Femmith cards. Again, they continue to be hot. People coming in, buying these cards, tracks. You know, let me see the 1 month here. Yes, okay, so, you know, hit what, $89, $100s, and now coming down to 73s. And this is where we are, man. $72 card. Again, this card will continue to retain value into this hot zone. Quickly goes to 85s at the bottom of the page. Just insanity. People coming in, just getting, they need the card, man. They need the card. They're paying the premium. They're getting ready for their events. And Femmith is, you know, heading into that season is going to be strong. Even post-Alliance Insight, people are going to still use the engine. So as you can see here, these cards are high in demand. Wouldn't be surprised to see this at $85 in the short to midterm. Just craziness. Then Femmith Requiem, same deal. See the card making a new all-time high at 36s. You have a couple there, but really it's a $40 card. And after those 5s, 50s, and then it starts getting ridiculous, just like we covered in a market watch a couple of days ago. So again, you start seeing these get bought up and go down to these prices, I'd be selling and running for them hills. But the card continues to be hot because people just need access to the engine. Same as Lacrima, guys. Lacrima, the Crimson Tears. As we can see, this card was what? It's still around 40, mid 40s, and then pushes to 50s quick. We'll continue to monitor this one, but this card continues to hold strong with massive volume candles here. Strong candles here. Just people needing this card. Insane to see this card's price right now. And then we have Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. You know, the forgotten card. People talking about load and Primites and this and that and the third, new support. And, you know, Ether Barrel is actually going down in price. It's a $28 card, but I believe any deals that happen under 30s are great in the short to midterm. 72 listings, guys, as we can see here. Yeah, so I expect this card to reclaim the $30 mark in the short term. If you need this card, 28s is not bad at all. 25s would be ideal. You know, double bottoming here, but we'll continue to monitor this one, and regardless, it continues to be best selling as people get ready for the future Primite support. And this one came in Suda, so people expect load to get reprinted, but not this ultra rare. So you definitely want to consider this one and keeping it in mind. And lastly, we have Schwarz Child Infinity Dragon from Maze of the Master. This is a chart. You want to buy charts like these, guys. You know, I wanted to end it on a good note. If you stayed 50 plus minutes in, you deserve deals like these. Again, you see a chart like this is what you want to buy. You want to buy the lack of interest. You want to buy cards that no one's paying attention to. And I need to pick more of these up. You know, if I'm at an event or whatever, $5, let me get one. You know, try and get an R09 little by little. Because I love cards like these. Consolidation. Near the lows. You're buying closer to the lows than to the highs. Look, Billy Bob was, you know, willing and able to pay $50 for a $5 card. He's down 10x. So now we buy the lows, and then we're going to resell it back up to him. I don't see this going back to 50s, but, you know, double digits, 2x at least. Easy money, guys. Right here. You buy the consolidation. Lack of interest. The lows. The blood in the streets. The game is truly that easy. I'm a buyer of this card at around $5 before you get this. You know, and then people are questioning, like, man, why is the card going up? I should have bought. Yes, so you buy now, literally. The game is truly that easy. Guys, if you made it 55 minutes in, you are a straight MVP. Guys, make sure you share this in one place in a group chat with a friend. It really does go a long way. Make sure you subscribe. If you're an OG, if you've been around the block, or maybe if you're new and you made it this far out, make sure you double check for your boy that you're subscribed. Ring that bell, like the video as we continue to explode. The channel's exploding in price now. with the sub count and likes and views, and it's all thanks to you guys. So make sure you double check, you subscribe, ring that bell. You guys already know we're live streaming, guys, tomorrow night. Make sure you tune in. You know, and we're always giving back and giving away on the channel because we love you guys. We love to give back, and it's just me. I think, you know, from the vantage point, if I'd be watching, I'd like giveaways. I'd like to be exposed, you know, while consuming the content, and we're here for you guys because we love to give back, and the community loves to give back through me as well. You guys are amazing. So yeah, hopefully you continue to get value out of these videos, guys. We made a recent thumbnail change. Let me know what you guys think. These videos have been hot right now, you know, making all-time highs in views and things of that nature. So hopefully we continue to grow, and it's all thanks to amazing people. Not too amazing, yes, amazing people like you guys, man. Great time to be alive and in Yu-Gi-Oh. Let me know what you guys think, guys. Thank you so much for your time, for your support, and for your attention. You guys already know, man. Stay fresh.